presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Oh, look who we have.
It's a beautiful day. Look at our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day in the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's making a great night and a great week, folks. Don't take anything personally. Transform your life. When you refuse to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your feeling of anger, jealousy, and even sadness will simply disappear if you don't take it personally. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 29, Nasdaq's up 230, S&P's up 24, gold contract up $8.40, trading $18.18 an ounce. Silver up 55 cents, $20.32 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 20 cents, $40.79 a barrel. Notes and bonds. We have the 10-year right now up 1 tick, trading out of the price point of 139.13. The 30-year up 10 ticks at 180.01. And King Dollar down 110 ticks, 95.832. The euro is at 114. The yen is out here at 107.32, and the British pound's at 126 to $1 US. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We get over and we take a look at the SPY first. What you're going to see out here, folks, bottom line, you're over the consolidation that we've been in, just slightly over it, but the bottom line, you are over it. We'll see whether they close over it. 323.41. That's the number. Now, this is, you talk about volume dying on the vine. Well, we have it. I mean, no doubt we're on summer trading, so Mondays and Fridays, you get low volume out there. That being said, guess what? This is going to be a pretty cool close watching this 41 cent area to 87 cent area inside of the SPY. NDX 100, still a different ballgame. NDX 100, bottom line out here, you're up $6.47 inside the Qs. You're at 265, and what's powering the NDX 100 out here? Microsoft for sure. You get Tesla up 8.5%, $131. You get Zoom up 8.5%. You get Amazon up 7%, and you get Citrix up almost 7%. So you're talking about monster numbers. And then we didn't even go over to Microsoft, which has a very large weighting inside of the NDX 100. Microsoft bottom line is up $7.90. Microsoft's all-time high is $216, and Microsoft does have the juice behind it, meaning also has the volume behind the move. We got to take a look at the note and bond market. Now, notes and bonds, folks, they just have continued to basically stay at the high end of the trend that it's been in. Been a flat market. You know, what we did do last week is that you start getting volume into the market last week. That being said, you know, bottom line is that you get pretty anemic volume out here today. But the Fed seems to be keeping this pretty steady at the 139.12, 139.30 area. Right now, the 10-year is trading out at 0.6%. Silver. Let's go take a look at the silver market, folks, because the silver market is on fire, big time. It doesn't look like we're going to have an ABC structure up. When we started out this morning, it looked like we could get the volume. I don't think we're going to get another 10,000 contracts inside of that. That being said, because 85,000, I believe we needed. Yeah, we needed 85,000 for an ABC structure all the way up. That being you're up a half a dollar. You're up 55 cents. We take this and we put this on a continuous contract. What you're going to see here is that this is going after. Let me put this here. This is going after the 6-year breakout, and that number is 21. Yeah. Oh, it's done it. This is pretty cool. Okay, so it's 2109. That's the number, man. And the way silver is, so you're right up to it. You're 2112. This is going to be a heck of a ride, man. So I suspect what you're going to see out here is silver's going to bust out tomorrow. And if that's what you get, that bust out, guess what? The next move in silver, folks, can get you to 31 to 36. And if that sounds insane, it is. Bottom line, what you have here, when we actually bring this back, what you're going to see is that silver traded here in 2008. Then it went much lower. It got cut in half, actually, in 2008. Then it took, it took November of 2008 all the way to September of 2010 to get back to these levels. When you put silver up here, in fact, let me do it this way. This would be pretty cool. I can only go back 50 years. That's too bad. I think 50 might do it, though, to show how silver first overtook. Yeah, that's what it did. Okay, so there it is right there. Yeah, so silver, folks, in 1980 did reach $41.50. Then went all the way down to $3 in 1992, and then in 2011 it made it up to $49.82. You are talking about a monster move here, man. And, so now you're getting in, basically territory that it's only traded, not a long period of time. Well, you can say it was up over these levels for about 4 years. But you can get the gist of it. You go from 20 up to 49, and they come all the way back down. So we're in levels that are pretty intense. There's no doubt about that. If you get over and we take a look at the SLV, or the silver equities, you can see the silver equities themselves have been leading this market, metals market, that is, in a monster way. And in fact, the SLV looks like it's going to, the SLV could do the ABC structure up. So that's going to be pretty cool. That would get you, what is that, 15? Oh, let's see. The most conservative way to do it is 16. That's only $2. Well, it still gets you to about $20. And right now you're at 1853. There's a few of these silver stocks that are rocket ships out there. And what that's about, folks, what does end up happening, there's millions of ounces of silver that these mines have. When you do go dramatically higher like we have, the bottom line, 1 second you get a mine that's just breaking even. The next second you have a mine that is pushing out millions of dollars in profit. The reason being, of course, that when you take a look at the silver chart in general, bottom line is that you go back to March, this was at $11, okay? You go back to just June 24th, you're at 17. A lot of the break-evens in silver go between this $14, $17 area. You start banging these out times millions of ounces in the ground, you're talking some monster numbers. Dow Industrials right now up 12, NASDAQ up 231, S&P's up 23. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks. The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The Gold Report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 37. The Nasdaq's up 241. S&Ps are up 26. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, as we do each and every Monday at 1:15, folks. And don't forget, folks, Steve has an outstanding show here every trading day, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. Also a great newsletter, Mastering Probability. Now, it's very easy to get Steve's newsletter. You're at our website at TFNN. You go to newsletters, you hit newsletters, you see Mastering Probability right in the middle. You just hit subscribe. You can get Mastering Probability for 1 month for $149. You can get it for 6 months for $695, which is a savings of $199 at 22%. You can get it for a year for $1195, which is a savings of $593 or 33%. They all come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, folks. Everything to win, 0 to lose. Steve Rhodes, what's going on?
Well, Tom, you had me reminiscing there, going back to Nelson, William, and Lamar, the Hunt brothers.
Oh, yeah. That's where I went. And the first one at the $42, exactly.
That's right. So I happened to, my first actual trades in life were silver, gold, and mining equities. I had a economics teacher, professor. I went to a small private college and in the Detroit area.
Okay.
And I remember he didn't drive. I mean, he was the official gold bug. You would have loved this guy.
What a ride.
And he had tons of worldwide experiences, and happened to show up at this private college. A great guy, but he had brokerage accounts over in Canada. So we would drive over to Canada, and that's where I first started seeing tape reading and things of that sort.
Sure.
And so I just followed his lead, and I did get in. I bought physical silver at that time. And bought some physical silver and some physical gold. Didn't know anything. Didn't know what I was doing. But it did. I did certainly was reminiscing during the Nelson Bunker Hut days when they tried to corner silver.
I know.
I've never seen any. I actually, don't recall seeing any interviews by those guys. I don't know if any of the brothers are still alive or not. But it would be interesting just to hear their actual story.
No, it would be. It would be. And the mind blower, folks, inside the silver market in general, is that that just 4 quarters, right? Well, of the old quarters,
yes,
is almost an ounce. I mean, yeah. So picture that. That's $1, folks. So $1 is worth $20 right now.
Yeah, well, it was kind of cool, and one of the reasons why I was interested in this, in understanding that marketplace, or at least getting involved with it, was, and I know you've probably heard this story before, but when I was a kid growing up, I had both the two paper routes during school. So I had the Detroit Free Press, which was in the morning, the Detroit News in the evening, and on collection days, Fridays, when I would come back home, my dad would have me sift through all the change and make sure I pulled out every pre-64 coin.
Right.
And at that stage, I was just too young to truly understand he knew it. He knew what was going on.
Yeah.
But that's what, and then he got me into coin collecting, and then the next thing you know, I'm with this economics teacher that really was a big gold bug. So it's kind of cool actually for you to bring up silver and take us back. But speaking of history, I thought what we would do here, and we've seen this chart, many times, but it's pertinent to today, tomorrow, or let's just say this week. And that is, folks, the seasonal cycle. And this is an 86-year history of the Dow. I've gone back 86 years and mapped out each day, each week. And this is the average. So don't pay attention to the numbers that you see on the side. Instead, pay attention to the peaks and the valleys. And so typically, right around July 21st, today's July 20th, is where we actually see the so-called sell in May cycle really kick in, which typically takes markets down into the middle of October. So it's really kind of perfect when you can take a look at the overall economic situation that's going on across the planet, the seasonal cycle, and to take us down in towards that election time period.
That's wild, man.
Really,
yeah.
Yeah,
and particularly, because we have so many earnings this week too, Steve. I mean, folks, the Nasdaq stocks are running like crazy. There's no doubt about it. But this would be the week that's going to be cool watching this thing shake out, man.
Yeah. So folks, if we do, so it would not be. Here's the thing to understand: it would not be unusual. In fact, it would be average for the market to top out sometime this week. And then move down into the middle of October, I would say, since it's an election year. And I will pull out my election cycle type charts out here. It's probably a bit too early, but then it would be normal for the markets to move lower during this time period. Now, the Dow itself, because that is a annual seasonal cycle that takes a look at the Dow. The Dow formed one of my topping signals, Tom, which is a TD9 count high, and it did that on June the 8th. And so the Dow's topping pattern will remain in place until it closes above 27,580.21. The downside, the support level that folks should be watching would be 24,781.84. Any close below that, and that's going to signal the Dow preparing to get back to those March lows out here. Now, the Dow futures contract shows two different topping patterns. It shows a Gartley sell. It shows a TD9 count, and its levels are a little bit different. The key level of support here for folks to watch would be 24,266. Now, the Dow futures is really important because we were taking a look at this seasonal cycle of the Dow, and here is the Dow equity future contract, which Tom produced a brand new profile. It began forming on Friday. It firmed up last night. And what's nice about this is it provides us with a real key level of support. And that key level of support is 26,178. That's the key level that you need to see a close below. And I would say two closes below to suggest that a change in trend, or at least a run back to that lower level that we had just looked at, which was 24,266, for that to become the price target. So watch 26,178. And just as that is support, folks, a resistance is 26,886, so a close above that would extend the rally. So what's nice about having the annual seasonal cycle, there's no action anyone has to take. We've got the key lines of demarcation up at the top, 26,886, and that is in the futures contract, and then 26,178, and that is the support level. Any breaks of those areas will really signal to you and I, to everybody out there, what its intention is from a price standpoint. If price takes out resistance, where's the Dow headed to? And folks, you guys can do this at home as well. Now, I've done this with the equity future contract just to stay consistent here, but you can draw a trend. There's a red little trend line, Tom, that I've drawn out here.
Yes.
That takes a look at the 2018 highs, 2019. And what's really interesting is the rally that we saw in the Dow, when it made its top, ran right into resistance right at that level. So that's where the high is at out there. And so any close above the top of that daily profile, you can see a run up to the 27,550 level. In the ES Mini has resistance at around 32, 33 and a quarter. That's the top of the monthly profile. profile. That's the lower left-hand panel. The upper right-hand panel is a bearish structured weekly profile. And so 3253 is the center of that level. The top of that, which is where sellers are at 3374. The reason why it's bearish in structure, Tom, is because there's both buyers and sellers at the center of the box. And in proximity-wise, it's much closer to the top. So real strong resistance between 3253 and 3274. But folks, let's watch to see how this plays out with regard to the seasonal cycle. And if we see key levels of support being broken, it signals to us a market that wants to move lower into probably October.
Pretty wild, man. I like it. I like it. We're right next to it, 24 hours away.
I love it.
Listen, man, you have a great week, safe week, and of course, we look forward to the show tomorrow, Steve.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Coming right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hinks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market. Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour. Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m. Dave White with the Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m. And Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 59, Nasdaq's up 255, S&Ps are up 31. Let's go to Gary in Ohio. Hey, Gary, what's going on, brother?
Hey, going well, Tom. How's it down in Florida? Is it a hot day today?
Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding, man.
Yeah, you here? Is it a hot day? Is it hot down there?
Oh, today is a monster, folks. The sun, we've had a great summer, but summer absolutely came in today, man. I mean, we can boil an egg outside. Not like Phoenix, but it's hot today. Yeah, it's here for sure.
Dog days of summer.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom, Big Lots. I was in it last week, and then got stopped out on Monday when it fell. But then, it made a 786 retracement from that high, and now it's on, looks like a wide price spread today, right off that 786 retracement. And I just wondered if it looked good maybe to get back in. It looks like it's maybe a decent ABC
No, it
setup.
is. And it's, so what you have here, folks, now this is really like a classic, too. I mean, you can see what it did. You broke topside in a huge way on the 26th. And, in fact, that's an ABC up. So let's figure this out. Okay, so 42. This is going to end up being a complex ABC up. So you get 42. Oh, man, 17. So you're talking $25, which gets you 35, 45, 50, $57. So you get an ABC up to $57. Now, it turns into a complex one, Gary, because what you have here is this. It came all the way back out to the breakout area. Let me see, 32.84. This one's sick. It went down to 35. Yeah, I mean, I suspect, number one, you're going to get at least a test of this $44.90, and you are in a complex ABC structure up because it blew it away with volume, man. Let me put this on a weekly for a second. Yeah, and on a weekly it did too. Yeah, you get action here, man. Yeah.
Well, it looked pretty good to me, and I just I want to get your thoughts on it, just see what you thought. So, sounds good. I guess that's all I need. Have a good day.
Thanks so much, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Let's go to Eddie in Boca Raton. Eddie, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tommy, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Good. Always look for your guidance, man. Love the new newsletter by your son. Really good.
We appreciate you growling and prowling with us, man.
So I got you, and I got Tommy, and I got Basil now.
I like it. I know. I haven't heard from you in a while. As soon as I saw it up there, I said, that's good, man. So how's life over there, man?
I got from one of the webinars. Thank you for autographing it. You autographed it for me. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, so I want to know if you still think this is an ABC market, because I'm looking at the composite, and I see a possible ABC up to somewhere around the 11,500 area, and I want to know if I'm thinking right or.
Okay,
I got an A point of 9660 and a B point of 10,830.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it can be. Definitely can be, man. Because when you look in the weekly, we're only down 1 week, and it didn't even hold the low at that 10,182. Yeah.
Right.
It's
crazy.
Be. Now,
it's like these Fibonacci numbers work. Like when you think it can't happen, it's just, here we go. It's up 250
I'm with you there. So now, okay, let's do this. So we got 713. So I'm going to go back to the 13th because what we want to see what kind of volume you're going to need to break that. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be. It doesn't mean you can't do it. You'd have to break that high with more than 4.8 billion.
Right.
But guess what? You can do it. I mean, the bottom line is that when you look at some of these folks, okay, June 5th, you had 6 billion. I mean, it can do it. It can do it. And, what has happened out here today, it's like a couple of these NDX stocks just took off and just never looked back. Look at Microsoft. I mean, the same thing. When I started the show, it was up $7. Now it's up $8.85. I know. That is one monster move.
It's scary, too, at the same time. You don't know when the musical chairs are going to end.
There's no doubt, man. And, what had happened inside the Qs, the bottom line is that the Qs were in an ABC structure on the way up, and then it looked like they were going to fail. Now, the Qs could still fail because they're pushing the highs, but with dramatically lighter volume. But guess what? That's today. And Monday's in the summer, folks. The bottom line is that, that's summer trading. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's when the market has a chance to get big volume in it. So we'll see if that is gonna come out. There's no doubt that they're pushing this right into the close out here today, though. That's for sure.
Right, and also with the earnings, all these big companies, NDX stocks are reporting in the next 2 weeks. So.
It's a monster week. It is a monster week. There's no doubt about it. Yeah.
Well, I'll be tuning into you guys the whole day. Thank God for TFNN.
Well, thank God for you. You keep us in business, man. I really appreciate it, man.
My pleasure. Love you guys.
Have a great one, man. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Hey, bye-bye. there's no doubt, man. They're running this. Even the Dow. So check this out. The Dow has been the weak link out here today, folks. Okay, but the Dow rejected lower price at 26,504, and the Dow has a lot further to go than, of course, the S&Ps or the NDX 100. But bottom line is that they're buying it. And what we do, what is going to get really intriguing here, Steve was talking about the aspect of the seasonals, plus the election coming up. And this, what we are going to start seeing, okay, this is closer than we think, because what does happen, folks, is that within 6 weeks, you are talking 3 or 4 states, bottom line, you start voting by mail. So, yes, the election's not until November, but in 6 weeks, that's when these states, let me see what states there are. There's basically a slew of them, I believe, that start banging it out pretty quick. Yeah, I can't pull it up quick enough. Anyway, that's where this stands. This is going to be a big week here if, in fact, they can get this together. Mnuchin's going to be the negotiator between the Republicans and the Democrats, well, on the Republican side, as to see what they're going to push out. And they're going to have to push this out, folks, before the Senate goes on sabbatical once again. Because what's going to happen is that this is always a big one when they leave at the end of August, because then you have the election, and, we'll see if they... I suspect what's going to happen is this. They started the negotiations, well, probably a couple weeks ago, but in solid, they're starting today. So you got the Republicans are about 1.3 trillion. The Democrats are at like 3.3 trillion. What's going to be cool about this, just to see that every negotiation, does it go right in the middle? Does it actually come in at about 2 trillion? And we'll see. And we're going to get that quick. My take is that we're going to get it sooner rather than later, because this election is coming so quick. And in fact, what you have is that the unemployment, the extra $600 is coming quick. I suspect that is going to probably go down to 400. They'll extend it, though. And, because at the 600, the bottom line is that there's no doubt that, you had people at that level that were making more than they were making when they were working. And, in fact, then you get the stimulus deal. And, in fact, when I start looking at big lots, when, Gary was just calling from Ohio, I was saying, you know what, Big Lots is on the move, because if they throw another stimulus check out there, $1,200, $1,000 per person, whatever that is, bang, those retail places, they're going to go spend it. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors. If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 69, Nasdaq's up 268, S&Ps are up 33. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. And don't forget, folks, every trading day, Basil does a great show here, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Also has a great newsletter, The Opening Call. Now, very easy to get the opening call. Basil's going to be doing a workshop for all his subscribers this coming Thursday from 4 to 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. It's very easy to be a subscriber. You come over to the website at TFNN. You're going to see it right under featured content. You can just hit subscribe. You can get the opening call for $128 for 1 month. You get it for 6 months for $595, which is a savings of $173 at 22%. A year for $995, which is a savings of $541 or 35%. They all come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you will be in Basil's workshop this coming Thursday. And, of course, we're by 6 months, and we're going to go into the next 6 months. Here we go. Ride that wave, baby.
Hi, Tom.
How you doing, Basil?
I'm doing well, thank you. And as you said, yep, we've wrapped up 6 months, and because we've had some really nice results, and because I was looking at, in the Chapman Wave methodology, we're always looking for that fourth highest peak D, label it alphabetically A, peak A, and the highest next one is B, then the next one's C, and the next one's D. You go all the way to G, but it's a D, the fourth highest peak. Then I like to look at other things. And then it turns out that we're at peak B, and I thought I told Tommy that I think this is an absolutely appropriate time for me to be doing a workshop because we're getting very close to peak C and a peak D, and I suspect it could come sometime this week or maybe early next week. So I thought that would be appropriate. So here we are Thursday. I'll be doing this workshop, and what I'll be talking about is what techniques have worked very well for us for this each 3 months. The first 3 months we started off. The second 3 months we started using different patterns because remember we came down very sharply to the March 23rd low, which we were fortunate to get the exact bottom, and then we added to the Dow position just a few days later via the Dow diamonds. So these are techniques that have worked very well. Now the big question is, if and when the market turns, do you use the same techniques or do you have to look at something else? Well, the irony of this whole thing is that these techniques work on the way up, but it's the same patterns because they reverse on the way down. So this cup formation that you're looking at here would then become an arch formation. So I have webinars on these things. I'm going to be talking about the methodology. I'm going to be talking about the specifics of what to look for. So I thought the timing would be really good, and a lot of our stocks that we've got that have had very good gains are starting to get a little tired. One actually is at an all-time high today. But I think that this is a very appropriate time to look and to try to assess and try to formulate some kind of a plan that says perhaps, and we can see this in the QQQ, perhaps the Index 100 stocks are now getting much more selective. We saw from that big pullback the Qs had the other day. Yep, it's doing well today, but my suspicion is that we're getting closer to a period where we're going to have to look for the lagging sectors, and we've started to do that for my opening call subscribers. So I think it's very important, at least from my perspective, to be looking at perhaps the next 3 months might be a little more difficult. I think there's going to be, you were just talking about, you've got politics, you've got the virus, you just got a lot of things going on. So there's a chance that this could put some kind of a cap on the upside. And it doesn't mean to say you have to crash anything. Listening to the news right now, would anybody say that the market is up so strongly today? So you've got to try to do your tactical analysis and try to put it into perspective regardless of the news. So that's what I'll be doing on Thursday. And it's a nice time to do it.
It's pretty wild because the aspect of the market versus the economy, I can't wait to see after this fact, meaning like 6 months a year, folks, okay? Because many times, people would say, well, the market's looking forward. Bottom line is that we get a disconnect out here.
There's just absolutely no question that if you had to, that we're getting one of the lowest COVID-19 numbers here in Massachusetts. We have the highest unemployment. So that's the trade-off. So I don't know how do you get back so quickly? And the market is absolutely looking ahead at some things that perhaps we don't see, but there's a lot of bad news out there that the market at some point is going to take in. How it responds is going to be important. And that's the reason why I developed this particular technique that I call the dark news cloud cover. It's you can see that there was a match between August of last year. Look at this little pattern right here. And I said to subscribers, I think we're going to do the same thing here. And there it is, the very same pattern. So how we come out of it is going to be really important. So I think you're absolutely right.
I guess the real question is, what is bad news or dark news? For the market, they don't care.
but Tom, I think you and I realize that over the years, it's not the dark news. There's been some terrible news. It's how the market responds.
Exactly,
and that's the only thing that I measure. How does the market respond? We saw that back in December of a year and a half ago. Market did not like what the Fed was doing. That was dark news, and the market responded negatively. So you're absolutely right. Does the market look forward? Is it not seeing something? Is it about to tell us? And those are the things that I'm going to discuss and how we can prepare for it. I think the most important thing is it's not necessarily what happens, it's how you prepare for it. And that's really what I want to be able to do on Thursday's webinar. It's really important to be looking ahead and just be ready for anything. And look, why would gold keep going up like this if everything was just hunky-dory? There's something else going on. That's my impression.
Inflation,
Yeah.
So,
and we got to prepare for it.
And silver is on a tear.
Now it's interesting you talk about silver because all the techniques I just discussed, in silver you can see that it was lagging the Dow, and then silver used to have this pattern where it suddenly played catch up, but the moment it played catch up, that's just about when both of them decided to take a breather, and all of a sudden you've got it leading. And look at that monthly chart. I have to call this a leg A in the monthly. Can't believe it. A monthly chart,
that's
leg
good.
A in silver.
I like that. Maybe we'll be selling silver at $50 or $60 this time. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, but that would also be telling us a story. Certainly, as you said, maybe this is the time we're going to see inflation rear its ugly head. And once inflation comes out, I think it's very difficult for the Fed to curtail inflation. Not just initial, but once it really gets going.
Oh, there's no doubt. What happens is that, if inflation goes on the tear, that is not, it's the last time this happened, folks. This thing was, you'd walk down the grocery aisle, and every day the grocery aisle, the prices were up.
When you went to mail a letter, you had to go to the post office because you didn't know what the stamp was worth. It had increased in value from the day
you better
before.
buy those Forever Stamps. The Forever Stamps.
That's right.
Folks, the Forever Stamps has been the best deal out there, is still the best deal out there. Okay?
And probably will be. Yep.
Yeah, they're totally where it's at. Listen, Basil, you have a great night, safe night. Of course, we look forward to the show tomorrow, and we look forward to the workshop on Thursday.
Thank you very much, Tom. Have a great night.
Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. We have the Dow Industrials up 51, NASDAQ up 272, S&P's up 32. We'll come right back.
back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Bam!
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 59, Nasdaq's up 278, S&Ps are up 33. We can we take a look at the XAU, the HUI. It doesn't look, they're blowing away a B point, folks. Doesn't look to me, though, that they're going to have the volume. And I don't get this volume until 8 o'clock at night. But you can kind of gauge it pretty much by bringing up some of the higher equities. Inside of the XAU, you need 48 million. Friday, we were pushing with 33. I just don't see it. That being said, bottom line is these things are going. There's no two ways about that. Inside of the indices themselves, you do have quite a few of the equities that have done the ABC structure on the way up. Let's see. So we need 30 million inside the Gold Bugs Index. The silver stocks, they're on fire, man. I mean, if you want to see something that's crazy, we happen to own this equity too. This is like a monster move, man. You get Endeavor Silver. This is definitely blowing away a B point, and it looks like it will get volume. It's going to be another ABC structure on the way up. It's up 41 cents. You trade at $3.29. Now, this is a personality stock too. If you haven't traded some of these silver and gold. Silver more so than the gold, though. There's a few of these silver stocks that are personality stock, like extraordinaire. So you want to make sure that you do take your profits as these things explode top-wise. So Endeavor and First Majestic, folks, are the biggest personality stocks inside of the silver market. Now, this is really positive in a big way for First Majestic, because you do have a confirmed ABC structure up, and I think it's going to be a confirmed one up on, you're probably going to get is on a weekly also. It's going to be close. We're only at Monday, so it's hard to tell, but I suspect that's making the run. Ooh, that's a nice run. Well, no, 1269. You're 1164 right now. 1269 is gain. What you do have, and this is where this is how silver can explode so dramatically. The shots that are inside the silver market are always astronomical. So that's why you see when it starts moving, it goes exponential. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you, folks. Might as well have a blast with it. Come back and visit us tomorrow morning. Tommy